And welcome to another episode of Token Reacts. I am the anomaly Will Ferro.
Cleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
And we are the Arcade Tokens. And of course, we are back. And a few of us may not be excited, but I will say myself and the tech guy, Kadeem, is very excited. The cyber-delayed Cyberpunk has released some gameplay footage. I myself have not seen it, but the tech guy Kadeem has seen it, and he was like, yo, we have got to react to this. No games. And he told us this yesterday, so it was like, yo, we gotta do it. So without further ado, Kadeem, if you would, roll the play and let's, hey, you those eyes here, sir.
Engine's been hit!
Get us out of here!
I'm losing control!
At CD Projekt Red, we dedicate ourselves to telling immersive stories. Yet with every new project, we set out to make our games bigger, more complex, deeply engaging.
Come on, V. Let's get you home.
Cyberpunk 2077 marries exploration of a vast open world with kinetic combat, story-changing player choices, and robust character development, all to bring you into our vision of the dark future.
You ever feel like a city doesn't give you a choice? You either burn alive in it, or you never existed at all.
The year is 2077. An economic crisis culminating in nuclear conflict has left America in pieces. With most of the continent degenerating into lawless war zones, people from all over have converged on the already overcrowded Night City, one of the world's last great megalopolises. A hub amassing the best in resources and know-how, and home to manufacturers of cutting-edge technologies, Night City continues to offer the promise of a civilized future.
What? No, this isn't happening.
Oh, but it is!
But in the city's streets, a merciless struggle for power rages. Gangs, corporate agents, hustlers, religious cultists, politicians, and all manner of criminals strive to outplay one another. Ordinary people get caught in the crossfire.
Looking for justice. In Night City, I seek revenge. Much more feasible here.
In this world, consumed by never-ending conflict, sometimes only an outsider will get the job done.
Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
And that's you, an urban mercenary, a cyber-enhanced gun for hire.
You seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
As a mercenary, you swear no allegiance. You've chosen the outlaw life and trust that your abilities will carry you up Night City's ruthless, underground social ladder.
Heart of Night City. That's it right there.
To thrive as a merc, you need the right combination of gear, skills, and reputation.
Dex had a load to say about you. I hope he wasn't overselling.
With the money you earn, you can turn yourself into a living weapon, buying guns and enhancements in the hundreds. As you roam the city's streets, you gain the experience you need to upgrade abilities and acquire perks. Combine the right skills and gear to create a gunslinger with inhuman reflexes. A stealthy netrunner with command of all surrounding tech. Or practically anyone in between. In Cyberpunk 2077, you steal a prototype biochip that can set you up for life.
Being filthy rich.
When its sealed container is ruptured, the only way to prevent the biochip from failing is to slot it into your head. It turns out it contains the digitized soul of Johnny Silverhand, a dead rocker boy with violence on his mind.
Mean to say there's an actual terrorist in my head, right now.
He's out for revenge. Aims to bring down the megacorp that made the chip.
Do whatever it takes to stop him, defeat him, gut him.
What is in your head can shift the balance of power in Night City. The high and mighty will do anything to lay their hands on it.
Told you I'd end you someday.
The choices you make will shape your story and determine how events unfold.
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
But not everything in Night City is a matter of life and death. Sometimes it's about style, choosing your look, your ride, your pastime, who's at your side. Choosing how you spend your dirty money. Welcome to the next generation of open-world adventure. Immerse yourself in Cyberpunk 2077.
You know, we should be excited for a game like this. We really should. But it just don't click. It don't click to me.
Are we bougie now? Like, I know y'all two are because y'all got PS5s, but I guess this is more a rhetorical question to myself because I'm just like, something about this is just not doing it for me.
Did we watch the same trailer? That looked hard. I don't know what y'all are talking about. I am shocked.
Thank you.
That looked crazy.
You know what it is for me? I got it. I want a third person view.
That
there was a debate on whether there was going to be third person or not because of you customize your character. She's like, I want to see them a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there was that debate. That thought. No, I totally agree with that. However, if they did that, it would be Grand Theft Auto.
I don't mind though. I don't mind because one, this story is dope. Like, I think this should be like a series too. Like, I didn't know that's what Keanu was, and I was like, oh, this needs to be on Netflix ASAP. But I want like, especially if it is me, I'm the person that's responsible with all this. I want to see me. I don't want to just see my arms and stuff. I want to see me. I want to see my customizations. I want to see everything in action.
That looked crazy. That looks crazy. I feel like that's gonna be dope. I feel like that has. I mean, honestly, people know how to make trailers like crazy. But if the game is as good as that trailer, I feel like it could potentially be better than Grand Theft Auto. Just because Grand Theft Auto, as solid as it is, the one thing that it has been consistent is that it's been modern. You know what I mean? They went back in the 90s a little bit, but it's been very, very modern. So unless Grand Theft Auto does like a Grand Theft Auto, 3022, I feel like this kind of beat it to it. And I don't know. I feel like between the enhancements and the customization, I mean, they made somebody shoot themselves. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They made a dude. I would do that the whole game. I'd be the deadliest person in the world with 0 kills. I would go the whole game and just make everybody kill. That's dope. I don't know what you guys are talking about. What doesn't click?
It looks so dope, but I'm just like, yo, I am just not a fan of POV. Like, I'm not a fan of like first person. But I'm like the third person. I'm like, yo, you give me that, this, I will not get off here. Because just like you said with Grand Theft Auto, which is funny because they did it and then took it away. The one thing Grand Theft Auto was really missing, they wouldn't have to jump to the future. It's body modifications. Like, you can get tattoos and stuff like that, but like even like in San Andreas, you can determine if he was gonna be fat and muscular and stuff like that. And here they give us even more detail to not only customize our character, but like it's left to our imaginations. Like, if I'm gonna put robotics in my body, like what would I put in me?
Yeah, I'm with Will on this as far as it being a first person game. That's the thing that throws me a little bit. Like games like what's the one where you can, not the dungeon, like the digital Dungeons and Dragons, what's the one I'm thinking
Skyrim.
Never could get into Skyrim ever.
Well, you have the option.
Huh?
You have the option. You can
to switch between the two. Yeah, for sure. But like just seeing, every time I've ever seen the game played, it's always been first person. So to know the futuristic thing, it's like it's great to see it brought to life like this for sure. And we're getting something different that I guess they've put in a lot of work as far as this story. I'm assuming, Keanu Reeves is now. I at least know what the hell Keanu Reeves is doing in the game. He's not even alive. He's a digital ghost in a USB drive. Like that's what he's doing here. So he's gonna have like some influence on your decision making. That's pretty cool.
And he's a terrorist.
He's a terrorist, but he's a rock star terrorist. Like that's.
And he performed with a pistol. That was hard. He grabbed the mic with a pistol. That's lit.
Night City. Like yo.
No one was scared because everyone's a fucking robot.
Right?
Yeah. No one's scared of a bullet. Like no one's afraid of bullets out here, apparently, in this city. I honestly, I've been hyping this game for quite some time. There is, of course, that whole thing about first person, third person has always been a conversation. Let's just say there's been a lot of controversy with this game over the years, that it's been coming out. So I'm glad, I guess we're almost at the finish line. December 10th is when it's supposed to come out. I've been hyped for it. Obviously the same company that made Witcher 3, which was an amazing game, which obviously went and made the Netflix series, which people love. So shout out to CD Projekt Red for, I guess keeping this going. I don't know if it's ever going to be multiplayer though. I don't think that's going to be their idea. I think they're going to keep it pretty much first person. If they throw that into the, in later, like Ghost did, then that'd be dope, but
they will.
You think so?
Money.
Yeah. At the end of the day, cash talks, man. And if people want to jump out there with their modification buddies and hey, let's all get rocket launcher biceps, that's what's gonna happen.
You didn't
so we
see
shall
that
see.
In there.
Oh, that's in there.
Is
it's gonna be in there.
Is that a legit thing?
That's gonna be in there. Go back. I'm pretty sure there was someone who launched missiles in there out of their arms. What other reason would you need to get modification on your wrist? You're gonna put knives. We saw that. What else could you do? You could turn into Mega Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can make people kill themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, and the vehicles, the motorcycles, and the cars, those look crazy.
And you can customize those. And then too, we're forgetting the fun part. Like, see, we're seeing like all the club stuff. We don't know what they'll give. Yeah, we don't know what they're gonna give us with that. Like when you put in the like the helmet and you might go do like some virtual VR stuff. Another thing I'm excited about
that got me too. They went underwater too. I was just like, why would we go underwater?
That's cool. I like games where you don't have to breathe. I feel like water levels are a lot better for me.
Yes, indeed.
But I mean, there's a guy with no arms who won 2 robotic arms on a talk show. That didn't get to you, Cleo?
Not at all, bro. You know what that scene reminded me of? It reminded me of the Hunger Games. You guys ever seen the movies?
I've actually never watched the Hunger Games. I didn't like it.
What the book?
No, I mean I didn't like when it was broken down to me. I was like,
I watched the first one. I was like, eh.
All right. Well, there's a guy in that film who has a talk show and he kind of hypes the people who are going to be going into the Hunger Games, and that's what that little scene reminded me of. I was like, this looks very familiar, but
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, and that literally they're dressed almost the same exact way with the over exaggeration and all that stuff. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
for sure.
And this is Ghost in the Shell in a video game. This is the Ghost in the Shell anime as a video game, but you're not working for the government. You're not a special ops unit. Like you are just a merc. That's what I'm just now realizing. That's what this is.
I don't get how this is different than Final Fantasy. This is the same aesthetic.
It is.
More magic in Final Fantasy 7. That's the
only summons. There's summoning things. There's magic. There's magic. The first person it blows me, bro. It just does.
Bro, this is everything we've ever seen. Like anything we've saw in the future. Like even with Alter Carbon, like you said, Ghost in the Shell, Fifth Element. We now get to play this, and it's us. It's not us having to be like some other character and stuff like that. We get to create our own shit, and we're mercs. We're not doing nothing stupid. Like we customize ourselves. Like, yo, I get to have a fucking blade pop out of my hand and can kill someone. Just like Pat said, I can make someone shoot themselves. Like that shit is amazing.
Well, what's crazy to me is like, okay, I agree. I feel like off top you'd think you'd want it to be third person, but I feel like they might have a reason that we don't know yet we would have to play to be like, okay, now I get it. And I feel like I'm gonna be open to that because there's a couple scenes that like I feel like you would think it would be a third play, but like now, like him falling through glass and him like disarming somebody and doing like karate from the first person, it's not brand new, but it's like you don't see that too often. So maybe they're just leaning into you having a brand new experience, and I mean I'm open for it. I think it's gonna be cool. I don't get why customization is so heavy if you don't see it, but
Yeah.
Bingo.
I'm down.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
we shall see, man. The game's coming out December 10th.
December 10th.
December 10th.
Yep.
It's right around the corner. I thought it was an Xbox exclusive. I was mistaken. It is going to be available for the PS4 and 5, Kadeem?
PS4, PS5, pretty much. It's the reason why I got delayed in the first place because I had to make sure it works across all platforms. So it's going to be released everything December 10th on all platforms and all consoles. So
yeah.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
There you go.
I'm gonna give it a shot, man. I don't want to sit here and just hold out on it. It looks great, but I don't know if I can get with the gameplay style. So I will be giving it a shot, and I just want to buy that jacket.
I was about to say I wish the game came with the jacket, even if all of us had it.
Facts.
Right? We just all online playing it.
Who cares? I realized that I didn't like this game coming out because I confused cyberpunk with steampunk. And for some reason, I hate the steampunk aesthetic. So then when I saw it, I was like, this is a little different. So I don't know. I'm kind of all in for this. I like the pistol work. All the pistols look tight.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see like all the modifications they're gonna have. I'm curious to see like what the nightlife gonna be like. Like what's the drug in Night City? You know, like how they let you see
androids.
Yeah, like you know, like because they always got something crazy for them to do. So it's just like I look forward to seeing like, and it's just me, and this could just be the boring part of like my brain, but I'm always interested to see like the aesthetic of what a city is doing. Like that was the one thing I always liked about Grand Theft Auto with 5. It was the environment that they created from the radio station, the different areas, and like exactly what was going on. So it's just like to see this in a cyber setting, like they said, like in a economic ruined America where it's not only one mega city, there's outskirts. It's like it's so many ecosystems going on. And I just can't wait to see like what they have going on in all of these as you roam through the game.
I like how Will watched this trailer. He was like, what drugs do they do?
What's a digital drug in 2077?
What are drugs hitting on, though?
What these drugs talking about? Get out of here, Will. You don't want no part of this shit.
You walk in a room, they're putting an Apple charger in their veins. Like,
oh, that's the good shit right there.
It's ethylanium.
That's that 15 watt,
and
baby.
cleans out your wires. You don't want no part of this
excuse
shit.
me.
I think I want to try some of that Apple charger.
The AC.
Y'all remember that Futurama episode when Bender got hooked on that shit?
Yeah.
That Futurama episode when Bender got hooked on that shit?
What he got hooked on?
Oh, jacking in.
They were jacking in. They were literally plugging into the thing and like shocking themselves.
He had a whole fix he needed to get, bro. It was crazy.
And it's just him regularly plugging in. He was just like,
I never gave Futurama a fair chance.
he was strung out.
That shit was good. That was a good episode, man.
Yo, ain't nothing funny than watching a robot strung out for electricity. I just need one more charge, man. Just need one more. So as y'all have already said, like I just want to get the final words. Are we all in on Cyberpunk? We all buying it December 10th?
I'm buying it. Purchased.
I am definitely getting it.
I'm in. I will be definitely grabbing it.
Alrighty then. So we got December 10th. So look out for us to do maybe some kind of a split screen or some kind of like event wise for Cyberpunk coming, you know, from the arcade tokens.
That'd be a great split screen.
That'd be fire.
Yeah,
you see us all customization, like our characters different at the same time. That'd be cool.
Yep. And we can go through. Hey, if you want to too, we can go through the story together. Like just create a separate profile though, like one for just us doing split screen, and then the one on the side to do by ourselves to go through the story.
Not mad at that.
I've never seen that before. That's lit.
Let's get it cracking.
So look out for that, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for checking out another episode of Token Reacts. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to our YouTube channel so that way you can see our content coming out each week. The AT Podcast, Token React, Split Screen, and so much more. Make sure you follow our Twitch as well, twitch.tv/thearcadetokens, and our personal Twitches as well, twitch.tv/Cleo Thomas /Patrick Cloud /Will Ferrell /Cathadius. This has been another episode of Token Reacts. I am the anomaly Will Ferrell.
Cleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I'm Patrick Cloud.
Shout out to Kadeem Tech Guy. We are the Arcade Tokens, and we will catch you next time.